Not in the business, you catching fever. Get too serious like anti-river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we sweeping, we cutting, we moving all the way. We coming, we coming. As we coming, we sweeping, we coming. Anywhere we meet up, stick. We coming. We coming.
Alexander Cummings album. His body explode. The leaders I love, the leaders I love, the ones I trust so much, they made a fool out of me. I've been praying to God every day, please let me a leader.
The oldest republic in Africa, and yet we're one of the least developed countries on the continent, and indeed one of the least developed countries in the world. And I say to you, my fellow Liberians, we deserve a better Liberia. We need to ask ourselves some fundamental questions. Why are we where we are? Most Liberian homes don't have electricity. Most Liberian homes don't have running water. Most Liberians are unemployed. These are things we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. We, as Liberians, cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. We cannot keep electing and selecting the same kinds of leaders with the same kinds of experiences and expect Liberia to change. We have to do many things differently, and that starts with selecting and electing new leaders who know how to create jobs, who know how to grow the economy, who will prioritize the Liberian people first before they prioritize themselves. And this is what I offer you, the Liberian people. The other universal truth that I want to share with you, my fellow Liberians, is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And again, I ask you to look at my record of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what's. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, is water and is internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not feed ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we are focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our fifth priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce.
Okay, folks, I'm sorry for the break-in. Hello, if you can hear me, let me see. Okay, and we know we have a connection problem. This is the first day we testing, and you know they have to connect me to the station, and that is why you see he went off. I think he will come back on again, but this will be the ABC Hour live in Liberia, and we will be broadcasting from here all the way to Liberia. And I will be coming on every Wednesday by 2 o'clock Liberian and US time and 6 o'clock Liberian time. So we need your help and with your support and whatsoever to keep it going, because you know we have to burn a lot of data, and if maybe if it's possible, we might extend the time. But for now, that is what we have, and we're going to live with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in. I will try to wrap it up in 1 hour, and there will be no profanity. There will be no insults. Let me just put it the way like Bremen can say, cussing. Because profanity and insult is the same thing, and cussing is the same thing. Like you telling somebody, say, don't pee pee, and you say, okay, you can, don't urinate, but you can pee pee. Well, my name is Munel Kishen, aka as usual, the General, and I will be teaming up with Jala. Jala is in Liberia. He will be coming back on because we try to do the connection. You know, someone else was using the station, so we could not get on, and we try to use the little time that we have. So whenever Jala gave me the signal, then I will bring him on, and then we can take it from there. So guys, please let us do what we can do. It's just a matter of time. We get in there little by little, and as time goes by, I will be teaming up with Anthony Gray, another strong advocate for the ANC and a strong supporter of Alexander Cummings. So we will going to team up,
and we will fire up the message. No matter what happened, we will take the message. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Don't let no one fool you. They can talk about the numbers, they can talk about whatsoever. Put yourself into a situation that you will fight harder. Remember yourself, remind yourself that you are the underdogs. Someone told me yesterday, he said, if I will grade ANC, ANC is in the third place. So I said, that's good. Because 2017, we were fifth place. So right now, yes, I accept it that we're in the third place. Because don't fool yourself. They got Mr. Weah, who is the president, the incumbent. They got Mr. Bwaka, who took second place last year, who was also insider before 12 years vice president, and he came second. So Liberians will always try to go back to 2017 to say, okay, this is how it looked like coming into this race. So the guys who are in the front, they've been doing the thing, but we're trying our best to, let me check my camera here, please. We try our best to make sure that everything work up for the best. So right now, we in the third place, we going after them. They themselves taking the time jogging, they're not practicing. So I don't know what they actually depending on. So I think Jala will be coming back on. I just see some signal from him. So I think Jala will be coming back on, and then we will take it from there. Welcome, Jala. Can you hear me? Jala, can you hear me?
So what happened is, right? You hear me? Yeah, so what
Can you hear
happened
me,
is there's
Jala?
a show on your live on the internet. So we're blending it. That's why we do so want the boss. Yeah, will come out. Yeah.
Okay, this is Strong FM 98.3. Can you hear me, Jala?
Yeah, just forget about the team song. Let's see how there's is the boss can come out. Yeah, it's also.
So, guys, please bear with us. And they are doing everything possible in the back there to make sure that all these things work. And today is the first day, and we will make it better maybe next week. So, I want to say thank you again, Jala. And I know I
So
can see you
General, what's
guys from
up?
here. Well, thank God, my man. I can see you guys. Thanks for doing all the hard work. And thanks to my brother in the. So, what's your name there? The guy in the studio there. What's his name? You can hear me, Jala? Can you hear me? Jala, you gotta put your microphone
Yo,
on.
General, how you doing?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
How you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you good, but you cannot hear me. I can hear you. I am hearing you, but you can't hear me. I can
Getting
hear
us?
you. Yes, yes, I'm getting you, but you're not hearing me.
Can you hear us?
Yes, Jala. Yes, I can hear you,
My
but
mic
you are
is
not
on. Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm going to send you a text. I can hear you, but you're not hearing me, Jala. That's the problem. Well, guys, please bear with us and share the video. Please share the video. I know it's not an easy thing, and he's not even picking up his phone.
To bring
The internet. I can hear
one
you. Can you hear me, Jala? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm getting you now.
Okay, now I can hear you too. I can hear you, no problem. I can hear you loud and clear. There will be little delay. I know your internet on our side is not too perfect, but we can start from there. And I want to say thank you again for your time and effort. You can take it from there.
Yes. So my internet here will be very, very slow and bad. I hope it. Yeah, so my internet here will be so bad because this is the testimony for you coming on the show every time, because you know you one of the a vocal person out there who preaching the message of homage, and then we decided to bring you on the ABC hour so at least you can be able to share your thoughts with the Liberian people via Facebook, and also you are live on the radio. There are thousands of people listening to you, and today you're going to be able to share your thoughts with them. So I hope, and we all pray that the internet will be stable, it won't trip, and so we can move on.
Okay, thank you, Jala, and thanks to everyone. And
so welcome to the ABC hour.
Thank you very much. Oh, my people, the internet gonna kill us. Liberia, the internet gonna kill us, my people. We struggling from small, man. It's not an easy thing, but anyway, we will continue. And you guys, we need your support, because to be frank with you, he's using his data that we put on the phone. And if you want to help, because we actually need a stable internet to buy or save or data instead of using his phone, and it will trip because he's streaming my stuff onto the radio. So, and it's not just the audio, because he's got to take it from me to him. So guys, we will need your help. This is not an easy thing. And if you're coming supporters and you whatsoever, if you want to help in any kind of way, get to me. I will make sure that we get the proper stuff to use. I will make sure I get the proper internet that need to be used in Liberia, not just to put a data on a phone and start to use. So
the comment, and then for so long
Yeah.
he's been doing this thing, and then we want to see how best we can bring it on.
So you can hear me there. You can hear me, Jala. You can hear me.
This is just trying.
Can you hear me, Jala?
Yes, I can hear you, but it's sounding low. So we are waiting for the
Yes.
producer to come, and then
Well, Yeah, I think you got to. The thing is from your end now. You got to fix it. But we'll see how
Yes,
best
sir.
to
Can
get
you
a
hear
better
me?
internet. I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Jala, can you hear me there?
Ghana is sharp. Slow. No,
You can hear me. I can hear you guys, but it looks like you guys are not.
So
I can hear you.
There was just a minute. We are trying to follow.
Okay, no problem.
Yes. That's
You
why
can
we
hear
are
me?
trying everything possible to increase. I'm telling you,
Okay, so can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Do not shut it off, Jala. Leave it like that. Don't shut it off. It will come right back on. Try not to turn it off at all. The internet is fluctuating. Guys, I'm sorry. That is what we have. We're trying to testing this thing to make sure that everything is okay. So please don't.
And that's why you will see we will continue to bring on these people on the show every time. Every time they come on, we'll be able to bring them.
Okay, so can you hear me now, Jala?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me just take some of the time before. I want to say thanks to everyone and to those of you who are listening by radio in Liberia. We want to say thank you. So you can inform your neighbors and friends around there that the ABC hours is by this time, and I'm broadcasting from New Jersey, Liberia. I am not a stranger to Liberia, so I don't want you to think that I am a stranger. I'm a Liberian. I was there recently. I was there 2018, so I know the terrain myself. So if you can hear me loud and clear, please give me a thumbs up, please. It looked like they lost the audio.
Yeah, you are sharp. You are sharp on the radio. There are thousands of people who are listening to you. I just went to verify myself. You are sharp on the radio. So to tell you that there are people who are listening to you.
Okay, to everyone who listening, my name is Munel Kishen, aka the General. I am
So
a
you
strong
hear me?
supporter of Mr. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear. I got you. There'll be a delay.
Okay, so this is the ABC Hour. Let me welcome you again to the ABC Hour. It is a great honor for you to be on the show.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So you know, probably you might already introduce yourself, to be, because you might already introduce yourself, but at least, maybe you can go for it. There are a lot of people might want to know who is this general or who is this Mr. Maurice Shane, and you know what exactly he been doing or what he's involved into, where his present location at.
Okay, my name is Munel Kishen, and
General
actually
Kishen?
I reside in the United States, live in New Jersey, but my base in Liberia is in District 17. I live closer to the Hotel Africa.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you. It's okay. I can hear you. It's fine. So now I'm a supporter of Mr. Cummings. I started supporting Mr. Cummings since 2016. And I believe, and I want to tell the Liberian people today that open your eyes. Mr. Cummings is the man. Mr. Cummings is the only candidate after election remain in Liberia and continue to visit every neighborhood and continue to go around the counties. My God, I'm sorry, this internet going to kill me. This internet going to distract me in a way. And also I got an invitation to go on Spoon. So maybe if this is not working, I will pick that chance to see if I can sneak onto Spoon. My people, I am sorry. Y'all please bear with us. We will get it right. This is the first try. He have never done it before, and the station themselves is not equipped in a way where you can just snap your finger and get everything going, because they have never done it. They always work with people in our community, so that is why we're having a problem. So guys, we will still need your help. We will need your help. We need money. We need money. I alone cannot do it. He cannot do it. Other people cannot do it. But we need money, especially when it comes to the data. The biggest problem right now is the internet, because what he's doing, he's using his phone. He's using his phone
Just
to
mind,
connect to.
because in Liberia, it will be
Yeah.
a very good thing for us when we are being always being spoke to about consciousness, and that's one of the main reasons why we are so happy that Mr. Maurice Chen, the general, has been commonly known or mostly called the general, because we're going to be able to join us, so at least we can be able to speak to your conscious mind for you not to make the same mistake that you made in 2017. And that's why he's joining us today, so we can have a lengthy conversation, a conversation that will be able to enlighten your mind, that will give you a broad understanding about the Cummings agenda. So he's back on. So Mr. Kishen, welcome back.
Thank you, Alosh. Thank you, Jala. If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. I think
Can you hear
everything
me,
is
sir?
okay. I can hear you loud and clear. Yes, I can hear you. But you not hearing me. I think the problem is from your end. Can you hear me? I think you listen. Okay, good. Okay, to everyone listening to Strong FM, I want to say thanks to this Strong FM 98.3 family for allowing us to use the station to send out the message. But what I want to tell Liberians today Let us not make the same mistake that we made 2017. Do not hold yourself responsible for this situation in Liberia. It is your right. It was your right to vote, and you voted for George Weah. So be it. You exercise your constitutional right. But I want you this time around to open your eyes. Look at all the candidates. 2017, we had 22 candidates. Where are they? Where is Mel Jones? Where are all these other guys? Only one candidate still standing today in Liberia, which is Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings continued to go from place to place to give his message. He's the only candidate with an agenda telling you that we need infrastructure, we need job creation, agriculture, healthcare, we need education. Lower your stuff there. Low it. Okay. So we need all these things. And he's telling you, no candidate in Liberia discussing the real issues. All we're doing, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Oh, I'm going to do this. No. Mr. Cummings is saying that every child, every Liberian has the right to survive. My message today is going to my Mary, it's going to my Sarah, it's going to Sister Susanna, it's going to every Liberian woman. I want people there who's suffering to send their children to school. Some of us, we are desperate because lack of education. We are desperate because lack of infrastructure. We are desperate because there is no job in Liberia. So I call it upon you. Open your eyes. Don't let nobody fool you. Ask the candidate the tough question. Ask them question about the 21st century. How will you create jobs? How will you help the young people? It's not just about giving him a job. So what Mr. Cummings is saying that every Liberian has a right to survive and to enjoy the resources. So that is why I want you to listen to us. Let us have that conversation. Don't be moved by the $5. Don't be moved of who is who. Don't prioritize corrupt politicians. Put your future first. The future of Liberia is in your hands, not in my hands. It's in the youth hands. So I want to tell, let us have this conversation and we'll continue to give the message of Cummings. What we see today, Cummings is the only candidate. Is the only man who telling you what we can do together. He's not asking for a chance. He said we can change this country. And according to his platform, I have never seen it in our history before to see a candidate that telling you about his platform. This is what we can do, and this is how we can do it. This man go across the aisle. So even if you're sedition, you will work on a Cummings administration. So it's not about ANC. It's not about Mr. Cummings. It's about Liberia. Our priority is Liberia. So if a qualified sedition is in Liberia, you will work on a Mr. Cummings. If a qualified person from UP, you will work on a Mr. Cummings. So two things. You got to be qualified and you must produce. So it's not about me running my mouth about Mr. Cummings so that I mean when Mr. Cummings president, he will call me to work. No. That's not the case. So we're expecting it. I don't need to get anything. But if I get it, it's fine. So be it. But our young people, there are a lot of young people in Liberia who better than us. There are people in Liberia who smarter than us. But God bless us, we're in America. God bless us, we're in America. So at the end of the day, we want to admonish you and tell you, say, please do the right thing for Liberia. My people, I'm sorry if you're watching me through the Facebook and YouTube. I'm sorry. You will expect this all the time until we can get it right. Until we can get it right. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. You know, I wish I was in Liberia to know because I'm very good. I'm
sorry. And why must we? Okay, so welcome back. You are saying?
Yes. Yep. And what I'm saying is about you people. There are a lot of smart Liberians in that country that are better than us, smarter than us. Not because God brought us to America so that maybe we more than you guys. No. But the future of Liberia is in your hands. It's not in the politician's hands. It's not in Mr. Cummings' hands. We only want to make Mr. Cummings the messenger. The only thing we do, we admire Mr. Cummings because of his agenda. We admire Mr. Cummings because what he accomplished in life, and Mr. Cummings wants to see other Liberians accomplish than him. This man was born in Liberia, born at the government hospital, went to demonstration, lived in Point 4. His man used to sell Doka Flare. His man used to deliver the women then. Let me put it this way. Midwife. This man's father was once assistant minister, then became a priest. So he himself knows what it takes to sleep on the floor. He know what it means when there is no food in the house. He hustled his way. He went to school. He came to America. He slept on the floor. This man worked. He worked hard for his money. And to be in this country, to reach as far as vice president for Coca-Cola, where your ma and pa, nobody get a company, that they're going back home. He moved home already. Whether Mr. Cummings win or not, he will live in Liberia. He's already in Liberia. He's not going nowhere. But let us know this. For you to elect a Liberian, you need to be a Liberian citizen, 35 years old, and $25,000 worth of property or money. But you don't need, I never told you, say you should get BSc or M or Masters or PhD. No. But you are the HR. You are the one that are going to determine to say this man is good. So what do you look for in a leader? The first thing you look for in a leader is honesty. He must be honest to you. Not perfect. Nobody is perfect. He must be honest. He should have integrity and empathy. Because when you're honest, you can suppress people. You can undermine people. You cannot steal. You will not kill. If you have that integrity, which is the action part of it, you respect your name, you respect your family name, and you will always be careful. And if you have that empathy, you will understand what it means if a man cannot feed his family. You will understand what it means if a mother cannot even send her child to school. So you feed that thing. That is Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings is down to earth. Yes, God bless him. He tell you every day, God bless him. I don't want money from Liberia, but God bless me. Mr. Cummings will not build a new house. Mr. Cummings will not buy a new car if he's president. Mr. Cummings is saying that the first thing Liberia need is law and order. Today, our people getting killed because of foolish traffic rules. Where you driving, you see traffic and cars coming towards you. What comes from it? Nothing. Today, you go to hospital, you can't get in, you can't get treatment. The only people that get treatment are the people with a box. But our poor people cannot get treatment. You go to school today, it costs you almost 7,000 liberty to send your child to public schools. Today, around the world, and near Liberia, there, everybody investing into STEM school. Do we have a STEM school in Liberia? Yes, only one. Who formed that school? Who's the proprietor? Who the owner? Alexander Cummings. This man has invested into education, into health. So whether we vote for him or not, Mr. Cummings will remain in Liberia and will do little bit. But by president, look, the power is in the executive. Everybody in the executive work to the will and pleasure of the president. They do not work to the will and pleasure of you. They work to the. So if we got a good president, if we have an honest president who will look at you and say, listen, because you stole, you are fired, or because you can't perform, you done. Who can do that? Only Mr. Cummings. Only Alexander Cummings can do that. So, guys, let's have that conversation. Let the people of Liberia listen to us. Let them know that never be fooled. Do not be fooled by all the so-called politicians. Don't be fooled by them. The future of Liberia is in your hands. You can still make it. You voted for change yesterday. You can vote for change today. So let us do the right thing for our children. Let us do the right thing. Don't blame yourself. If you're sedition, don't blame yourself. You saw something in George Weah and you voted for him. You saw something in Bwaka and you went for him. But I will tell you, we voted for change yesterday. We must continue the change in 2023. So the best change is Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings' agenda is the people's agenda. His agenda will not satisfy the handful of corrupt politicians. Let us not fool ourselves. They will come and tell you, say, Mr. Cummings finger document, Mr. Cummings did this because they want to put something on him. They want to put something on him. But you yourself, you must read. You must read what they put, because they fool you in Liberia every day and they give you false information. False information put Liberia into war. False information got us into the mess we're in today. So do your own research. Listen to your friends. Do not allow $1, $5, bank arrest to determine your children's future. To the older people, please, those to the intellectual centers, your responsibility, go in the community and teach the people how to vote. And conscientize your people. Don't just sit to intellectual center and give the attire man all the money. Then when you finish, you want to compare notes. And then you go home with nothing. Put yourself together. You can register yourself. You can help. one way or the other. The pastors, you can tell your congregation the truth. Do not allow money to fool you. You are men of God. Don't go around and say, "Oh, I'm exonerated. I'm going to fast for you." No, tell your congregation the truth. Don't be moved because according to it, the church is the one that's supposed to stand by the people. So do not allow our smart children and Jala and my friend in there and other people. Do not let your future go away. The future is yours. It's not Mr. Cummings. It's not me. It is your future. Just imagine you 30 years old, you 35 years old. 4 years gone to make you 35 already wasting. Then you're going to add another 6 years, and people are still into the same position. My people, let us wake up. It is time we wake up. It is time that you vote for integrity. It is time you vote for honesty. It is time you vote for empathy. Do not allow politicians to fool you. Ask Mr. Cummings the question. Ask Mr. Cummings the question. How will you create job, Mr. Cummings? Mr. Cummings, how will you change our educational system, Mr. Cummings? Mr. Cummings, how will you and change your entire agriculture system in Liberia? Tell us, Mr. Cummings, tell us something. Mr. Waka, how will you do this? Mr. Weir, you've been there 4 years. You have not shown us anything. 4 years. You have not shown us nothing. So do you want us to give you another 6 years? No. We cannot give you another 6 years. We cannot give President Weir another 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Because the 4 years, 5 years have been wasted. So we cannot give him another 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So okay, guys, let's go. I want to hear something from you, Jala. We'll organize it better next time, and we'll start to share the notes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I mean, you just nailed the nail strictly to the head. I mean, that's everything right there. You just spoke my mind today. That's exactly what I wanted to talk on show, right? Because you see, our people here in Liberia, these are the messages that they need to understand. They need to get it every day. Because tomorrow, the same old mistake that they made in 2017, January, if we do not right now begin to talk to them about they shouldn't make that mistake again, they will go on to make it even worst mistake ever. Because in that mind, they feel that, and the people who are making the mistake, do you know how I refer to them? I refer to them as the noun voter, N-O-W, the noun voter. These are people who just want it now. They don't care about the future. They don't care about whether their children or their grandchildren's lives supposed to be improved. No, they only want it now because what they can see now is what they can be able to grab. But these are people who don't have no self-esteem. So with our advocacy, with every time we're coming on, with every time we are, for me, I can say beating living sense into the head, I know that they will be able to understand. Basically, is when we are talking to the conscious mind. That's where, people can really know whether you are man of intelligence or whether you are man of you being set up. Because when we speak to your conscious mind, you'll be able to reason. You will be able to reason and you will be able to understand and say, no, don't want to make the same mistake. So that's what. But General, let me just I'll take you back. We're looking at the current situation in Liberia, wherein we have lived a rip on the increase of our young girls, of our little sisters, and also secret killing. Just yesterday, a girl was murdered. One Princess Cooper, one beautiful girl, bright girl, at the ELW Junction. And then let us compare it to that of Mr. Cummings becoming president tomorrow. What you think a mechanism can be put in place, or when he then ascended to the presidency. Okay, because you see, the protection of the citizens matters the most.
And first, I want to sympathize with the family. The bereaved family is hurting. I saw it yesterday, and a beautiful, young, promising woman, and a mother, a wife, and her life was just taken away. But that is the government responsibility right now to make sure that family get justice. That is the job of the Solicitor General. That is what the government is supposed to do. But I want to say this to Liberian people. That is why when you ask Mr. Cummings, what is your first priority? My first priority is law and order. If there is no law and order in Liberia, there will be chaos. If there's a law and order in Liberia, the police will do the work. The people will be protected because that's the responsibility of the government to protect its citizens, no matter whoever. That's why I want to tell you about Lady Justice. When you see that cloth on Lady Justice face, that justice do not favor no special person. But in Liberia, we say, oh, justice is blind and only for the rich. No, no, no. In a developed country, you can be poor, you can be rich. The justice will be on the side of every citizen. So under the Cummings administration, trust me, my brother, raping, killing of innocent people, they will not go free. We will push into the legislators that they will pass a very, very strong law. And also, their drug trafficking, because most of our children are on drugs. Because when you on drugs, your mind is not to itself, and you can just do anything. Who killed her? I don't know. Who did it? For what reason? I don't know. Can the police tell us? By this time, the police should have a press conference and tell the Liberian people what happened to that girl. But we don't know anything. But today we get a Solicitor General who running after an innocent Liberian because he decided to run for president. They're trying to use the law to slow him down, to have a case against him. Oh, he's a criminal. He's a criminal. But they got murderers walking around in the city. So the Cummings administration, the first priority is to protect the people and discipline the people. The police, there will be a community policing. That means the police and the citizen will have a relationship. The police will not have a relationship with Mr. Cummings. The police responsibility is to just protect everybody. You protect the office, not the individual. So Mr. Cummings, president said the police will not be friends of the president. They will be friends of the citizen. So I will tell you the Cummings administration will be very tough, and he's not going to back down because he got 3 grandkids. It hurts him every day. But listen, he's not the one that making a decision. Opposition don't make decisions. Opposition don't collect taxes. Opposition don't make appointments in government. It's on the head of President Weah. So that's what I want to tell you right now.
Yeah, Mr. Kishan. Many Liberians listening to you right now, Mr. Cummings made a statement in 2016 and 2017. And some Liberians consider it as a political talk, where he said, if he becomes president, he will transform our national economy or our budget to $1 billion. Some people doubted it. Can you explain the possibility of Mr. Cummings transforming the country budget to $1 billion?
Okay, thank you very much. That's a very good question. I am not an economist, but it has proven to the Liberian people what Mr. Cummings said was true. Mr. Cummings said, and I quote, in my administration, the first 2 years to 3 years, our national budget will reach $1 billion. And how you going to do it? He explained it. He said, we got resources. We will stop waste. We will reduce a lot of stuff. I will not even give my wife $1.5 million in the budget. No way. I will not travel with a private jet when I know that my country cannot even afford it. But what happening today in Liberia? After he said it, they criticized him. But today the CDC government have increased the budget to $785 million. And all the way to increase that budget to 785, what happened? 145 million of that budget is from other country. It's for aid. People who will give us money will add it. Just that you say, oh my man, I'm going to buy my car. But you know I get money, but when Jala give me 5 cents tomorrow, I will add it on the money. Look at that kind of thing. And then they increase all the spending. They increase the executive mansion budget. They increase the local debt from last year, 74, this year to 84. And they cannot tell you who they're paying. They can't tell you. They got people in the government who got businesses and doing business with the government, conflict of interest. So under the Cummings administration, there are so many ways to increase it. We got natural resources. I know some people say, but the sign contract, yes, the sign contract, but listen, there are international laws that go against foreign companies when you use third world country to make money. So when we take them to court, like the LPM terminal and all the guys, when we take them to court, there are a lot of mistakes they make into their contracts. So government will hold it. Cummins is not one of the guys who will just sit and allow it, because this man have negotiated with countries. Everywhere they open Coca-Cola, he negotiated. His job is to make money. He's a chief financial officer. In America, Mr. Cummins will be so important. These are the kind of people you come to plan your life. How can I make it? And that is how Mr. Cummins believes that he can transform Liberia. The biggest thing, you start with honesty. There's a book written by Jefferson. Any good leader, anything in your personal life, start with honesty. If you start with honesty, people will respect you, and all other things will follow. So Mr. Cummins will take it to a $1 billion, and it's possible.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Well, if you are just joining us, this is the ABC Hour on Strong 98.3. Today we have one of the general, one of the man who put in the Cummins message, Mr. Murkishan. I mean, many people know him to be called the general. Basically, if you are following on Facebook, or you haven't yet been following, search for Murkishan, and you will see him. He's always coming up with a live broadcast. And today we are so happy to make the same old mistake that we made in 2017. So, okay, welcome back, sir.
Yeah,
so
we
are about to go to the phone line to take few calls. Yes, we are about to go to the phone line to take few calls with a few minutes left. So at least we can listen to the callers that input. So if you're out there and you want to be a part of the show, this is the number to call: 055-983-983, 0770-983-983. Hello. Yes, sir. Welcome to the ABC Hour. Is it Siligi? Oh, Siligi. What's up, my man? Welcome. We need to try and bring you on the show too. Or you are one of the men who's ready to put you Kumi's matches. So we need to plan a time so you can come on the show. Oh wow. Hello. Hello. Oh, we lost him.
You lost him.
We lost him. Well, continue to put the call in 055-983-983, 0770-983-983. These are the number to call. You can call and then you can be a part of the show. Today we are discussing the Cummins agenda, looking at a better way and a smooth road to the presidency, the what's and the pros and cons. Hello. Yes, sir. Welcome to the ABC Hour.
Then let's speak louder.
Okay, make your point. Hello? Hello? Oh, we lost him. Well, you see, this is one major thing that we like.
Okay, I see he frees up out there. For those of you who are watching me by the way of Facebook and on YouTube, I want to say thank you for sharing. And you can share this video. Hopefully by next week, it will be better than this. And I'm sorry that that's the only time we have, but it's the internet. So now people hearing him in Liberia, and people want to ask the question. It's a small little and station when this is something new that they are going to start, and let us not give up, and don't worry about what big or what not big. It's up to you to make it big. It's up to you to increase. And also I want to say we will need help from you guys. It can be $5, it can be $10 just to purchase a data, because instead of buying the minutes and put it on his phone, I'm trying to get a pad, the internet pad that you can take around, and we put a monthly data on it. So which would be better. So that is what I want to happen, that he can move around with it. And then we also might give him a laptop, because right now he's using the same phone and people talking. So guys, please, I know you will say, but why ANC can buy your ANC member? If you're not ANC member, I'm not talking to you. If you're not an ANC supporter, I'm not talking to you. If you're not a communist supporter, I am not talking to you. So don't feel bad. Don't say I'm talking to you. But please, whatever you can do that we can purchase something and he will sit and it will not distract him, and we can get the internet, the Wi-Fi box is a wireless that he can take with him anytime to use it. So we need money. Let me tell you, I will not lie to you guys. I've spent a lot, and just to get it this far, yes, ANC pay for the time, but for us to do all the linging, hey, you got to deep put your hands into your pocket. And I know Jara might call you too. And please don't say, oh, Jara called me yesterday and the other Jara called me. Hey, the children got to survive in Liberia. Jara got to pay his way to go to the station. Jara live District 17. Jara live District 17. I even thinking about bringing him closer to one of my an apartments there in Banja. So all these things there, it costs money, my people. It costs money. It's not free. We're not doing it. We just want for life. When you see are pushing for the guys at the intellectual centers, they can make the difference too. They can go around in the community to educate our Liberian people how to vote. They can make money. They can do something. They can be innovative. They got to have that mindset to help. And people will volunteer. People will raise money for them to transport them. Jana got one little old bike that he got to ride all the way to go and to district, to go all the way Ghana's. Then from there he go back to that place and he on a bike and going. And trust me, if you're into these things, anybody can chase you. Anything can happen to him. So he himself, he's sacrificing. So please, guys, this man got to leave. By the time he will finish with this show, it's 6 to 7, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, he in that traffic. Then he got to go to Banja. Then he got to get up in the morning. He's a young man too now. He's struggling. So please, any kind of way we can let it happen, please, we beg you. Anything you can do, reach out to me. I understand we cannot put all the burdens. I don't want to tell people, oh, you're going to call Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings get money, he will give it to me. No, 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 no. Mr. Cummings when I have money, then I'm my money. Mr. Cummings when I have money. If it's necessary, if they want to help, let it help. But if you can help, please, even you put your own, I will put my own there too. You know what I'm saying? The other day we had a fundraiser, the communication team. If the other person say, well, I remember the communication team, I need to pay. I pay my own $100. You know what I'm saying? So please, I beg you, let us do it together. My software that I'm using, I spend over $100 every month. Over $100 I spend. Oh, I spend almost. Let me get you the rough head. I spend almost like 160 something every month. Then plus the internet and whatsoever, and my time. Right now, what time is it? It's 2 o'clock. I have to take 1 hour out of my working time to do it, because it got to come on 6 o'clock. I could say, okay, let's do it around 7 o'clock, or let's do it after work. But I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to say anything here, but I beg you guys. Politics is almost like a church thing. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Now, Jala will have to be going and be doing other things for us to get other information. So you see, just the audio alone, the call, because that station have never really linked anyone onto the stuff yet. But we running through the network. We're going through Wi-Fi, then before he connect. So please, at least they got the message little by little. A child must be born, a child must be able to sit, crawl, walk, and then start running before talking. So don't let it move you. The race is not to the swift, but the one who endures to the end. So all the things we're doing, we will do whatever we need to do to get it right. So please don't feel discouraged. It is not nothing for you to feel discouraged about. Yeah, it's nothing for you to feel discouraged about. And also, I got one of Cummings' strong supporter, and call him and Japa Maxwell. Japa Maxwell will be, he's running for the representatives seat in, I think, District 1 in Grand Cru. I will be talking to him, not today, but maybe today I might bring him on and to talk to him. So I'm looking for his information. And also, uh, there's a radio station in Nimba County. It's the 101, the voice of Nimba. It's the voice, the voice of Gompa City, FM 106.106. Okay. And what his name? Lincoln P. Nyampua. Invited me, but we miss each other. So hopefully, maybe I might be on there. So we will finalize everything, but it was just a mistake that we missed each other. And I see he just sent me a. Okay, so he just sent me a text. Next week, Tuesday will be better, and I will prepare the flyers and the time and send it to you. Okay. He said by next week, Tuesday, he will get me on his show on the voice of Gompa City, Nima County. So guys, you see, I'm doing my own thing, but I'm not doing it for myself. I am not doing it for that. I'm doing it because of Liberia. Let me make you understand. I'm doing it because of Liberia, nothing else. Just for Liberia. It's not because of Mr. Cummings. Someone came to me and said, well, Mr. Cummings will be the next president come 2029. He said, I want Mr. Cummings will be the next president and we will vote for Mr. Cummings. So I said, you might be right, because Mr. Cummings will be the next president from 2023, goes into 2029. But if Mr. Cummings is not the president 2023, I cannot guarantee anything for 2029, because I don't know if I will be alive. I don't even know I will be alive for 2023. Who knows? But so Mr. Cummings will be the president for 2023, goes into 2029. But one thing I can promise you, Liberians, that if Mr. Cummings is the president, it will be a tsunami. I'm not taking it for a joke. It will be a tsunami in Liberia where people will understand what it means by working. Government officials will be held accountable. Government officials will understand. I'm telling you, this is not something that is a secret. Mr. Cummings will say it any day. No government official will go to Mr. Cummings' house to sit there and be waiting for his convoy to go to work. No government official will go there unless he sent for you. No government officials will go to even visit Mr. Cummings when he sent for you. That nonsense got to stop. That is what the people don't know. That nonsense got to stop. Look, oh God, Liberian people, I beg you. When you're running for office, you will see people running to your house, begging this and that. You want to see Mr. Cummings, you go to his office. He got two different offices. You go to the party headquarters or you go to the other place. You will not see people coming to Mr. Cummings' house to have a party whole night. This is a serious business. That is how this man planned his life. So, you think he's crazy? You think he's stupid? It's good for Liberia. It's good for us. That is how he planned his life. Everybody running for office, so money. All the officials then going to your place, they will sit down there and be waiting. Let them call you. Because Mr. Cummings himself will be in our office 8 o'clock. So every minister will be in our office 8 o'clock. If you're not there, trust me, Mr. Cummings will fire you. If you're not there, you can be the last president. In fact, Mr. Cummings made it clear. He said when it comes to a group of people putting things together, there is zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. We already agree that stealing is wrong. And then you steal, then I should forgive you. No, 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 no. It's easy for Mr. Cummings to forgive somebody who he never talked to before. It's easy for Mr. Cummings to forgive new people than forgive some of us who know him already. You know what I'm saying? So, Liberians, you listening to me today, you that in America, you don't need to support Mr. Cummings. If you support Mr. Barker, fine. You don't get vexed with me. Some people, that's our problem is the educated, the so-called educated people. It's not the people back home. It's not the ones that never went to school. It's our so-called educated people who want to change things around, who thinks that other Liberians are nothing. You cannot impose your will on them. You must be able to penetrate them easily and make them to understand. That is why even in a church, they never tell you to leave smoking before coming. They never tell you to stop the womanizing before going to God. God came for what? The unrighteous people. He never came for righteous people. So some of us here, we're not looking at the people there who you can talk to and they listen. We're looking at the ones there who cannot, who difficult to listen to. That is why some of us not afraid to talk to seditious. We are not afraid. I'm not afraid to post some of the nonsense you put up here and still cannot think properly. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer listening to people in Liberia who understand, who knows the problem, but they think the problem is a legal thing. So you see, guys, so we must stand together. We must talk to our people. It is your responsibility. If you want your entire house to vote for George Weah, tell them the reason. If you want your entire house to vote for Mr. Bwaka, so be it. But let us do it in a respectful way. Let us do it in a respectful way. So I want to say thank you very much. I'm going to switch over to the spoon. And the CEO said if I can come on today, I wish I can come on to just say small thing because that radio station go to library. You got to pick chance on anything, my man. So software. You play food to gain wisdom sometimes. So guys, we stay with the LP, Liberty Party. And let me give you a breaking news from Pedro. I told you yesterday, Pedro have already pushed the Dillon and the Yombly fashion on the bus. Unless you don't listen to him. In the new collaboration with Joseph Bwaka, what role Yombly will play? What role will Yombly and Dillon play? So, Pedro is telling you that the new collaboration will be Joseph Newman Bwaka and Benina Ure. So, Benina Ure VP, Joseph Bwaka standard bearer. So, Yombly, you will have to form a new party, but I don't know how you're going to do it. But for now, and Pedro said that he recognized Billy as a chairman, and he's right. Only labor, only neck can recognize people, not you. If you form a political party and you register, neck don't recognize you. Y'all be smart, man, for God's sake. And y'all bring a lawyer to come and read for y'all. He don't know the law in Liberia. Okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can talk to the CEO. Bring me on. You know, somebody sent me the picture here with Aaron Costa and myself on the football field having an interview. Yeah, that's my friend. Okay, I just sent text to the CEO. Maybe he will allow me to come on so I'll leave the poor me in Liberia small too. So, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will come on tonight, but I will let me see if this guy available and I can bring him on. Let us talk a little bit. And Japa. Okay, they got the Federation of Southeast for Cummings campaign, Regional Unity Conference will be held in it's from Grand Judah, River G, Maryland, Grand Cru, Sando, and Riverses. So they are having a regional unity conference in Liberia, Federation of Southeast for Cummings campaign. And it will be, so what's the date now? I don't see no date there. Somebody just sent me the flyer. 2022, but when? So, and guys, next week, Wednesday, I will be on the same time. So there are a lot of things going on. I will tell you for free. And Isaac Kofa. Mr. Kofa is all the way. I think Mr. Kofa will be contesting in Riverses Count. Riverses? Yeah, I think Riverses. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, I am sorry. And Jala just replied me and said, I'm sorry, Chief. The data finish. Please, please. The data finish. When the data finish, that's it. So please let us help. Let us help. In fact, let me see if it will ever take place, but let me just try something here. And if you want to help, and let me tell you, that one for Christmas, our Christmas something there. So let me just fix this. Okay, if you want to help, anything, that's the Cash App over there. You can send anything. Please let us do what we can do. I am not forcing you. It's not for me. And I just want to see if we can buy the help, and I will send someone to get it, the thing from Orange, and then we can pay for a monthly data, that they can use and whatsoever. But anything can help. I will find out the price. But please, if you want to help us, you can go ahead. You can do it. It's not for me, but that's the easiest and the best way possible. It don't have to be somebody dying first, or I don't have to get, if I get 35% watching me, everybody put, even you put dollar at $32. So let me subtract 5% that don't like me on this thing right now, because I see 25 people like. So if you put dollar that's $25. If you make it $5, it will be $150. If you put $10, it will be more. So the more the merrier. So that's it. I appreciate it. If you want to do it, you can go ahead and help us. So let me stay after Spoon to bring me on. So because of data, we went off today, yeah? The banana feedback.
You still on now?
Almost. You know how man.
You done that?
Yeah, I just think that.
I wonder if it's not down, but I didn't. They take the insurance card and put it in your car. Stay on the table.
Okay.
I'm going for my own side. I'm going to my car.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get Japa on, but it looked like else. Oh, wow, I see something just splash. Let me logo. I hear some kind of money sound just now on my phone. Let me see. I hear some kind of money sound. Ooh. Wow, somebody just dropped 50 bucks. 50 bucks. What a name, eh? Somebody just put in $50 for data. It's $50. Let me make a call quick. Hold on 1 minute. Somebody just dropped something in. I'm looking for the name. You know, I use today Cash App. I use Zelle all the time. How do you know who sent it? Deposit. How do you know who sent it? I can't see the name, Seth. Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, Sister Nancy Anderson, my own sister. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Where that money come from, let God put more there. Thank you very much, sweetheart. I appreciate it highly. Let me make a call quick to this. And I know the way his data finished already, he might not even pick up the phone. I want him to go and check on something. Yeah, he's out of data. I want to send him to. Okay, we'll do that. Thank you very much, and Nancy, I appreciate it. And for those of you, I know some people want to help. See you later. And see you. See you later. Oh, bamumba, oh. Rosaline, as usual, man, you're always there. Yeah. And oh, my girl, watching from all the way from ELWA. Welcome, man. You know, all the time I think you're in Liberia. I thought you're in America. Oh, you always on the show. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yep. Yep. My own sister Wanga Marlboro, all the way from Minnesota. How are you, man? Thank you very much. Hey, I'm proud of you too. Without you, we won't be doing it. So everybody who watching me, we're doing it together. It's just that some of us let it run our mouth and some people sit in the back, but I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you highly. Trust me. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody who up here came. And thank you. That's the fact. We in third place. When you look at the past election from 2017, you had George Weah, but the Liberian people have put Mr. Cummings into third place. That's a damn good improvement. From fifth to third. From fifth to third place. So that means the first and second, their position are trembling. They running because they never exercise. They ain't train. Now the tournament is about to start. But we've been training. From fifth place, we're going to third place. That is where the Liberian people put us for now. And the election have not started. That's what makes Mr. Cummings to be a threat to that seat. That is why President Weah telling his Solicitor General to push Mr. Cummings around and pushing Goso in this place. That is why even opposition is against Mr. Cummings. You not see that one? Opposition against opposition. Because they know the strength of this man. They know that if this man is president of Liberia, law and order will prevail. If this man is president of Liberia, corruption will not see daylight. They know that if this man is president of Liberia, rapists will be in trouble. Murderers, people who will go against the law will be in trouble. They know if Mr. Cummings is president. That is why they're doing everything. The system is what they don't want to be changed. The system and Liberian people, that handful of people, yeah, they're not plenty. They're not plenty. The people then who causing a problem. They're not plenty. But what they did, they financially equipped themselves. So when time comes, they will just dash you with little money, and then they invest in you with $10 and they're stealing millions from you. That is what they're afraid. So we are in the third place. And I like that. Thank you, Diggs. Thank you. Yes, we will work together to fix it. Yep, very proud of you, General. Yes, thank you, Kofa. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody for what you're doing. I'm telling you, we're doing it together. We're doing it together. Yes, I have the time. But if you don't give me that support, but because of your support, because of your encouragement, because of people inboxing me and tell you, say, Mooney, thank you. That alone, thank you is the greatest thing you can give anybody. And I love it. I love when people say thank you. Yep, I love it. Oh, yes, Africa. He said, I'm still waiting for you. I'm still waiting, my brother. We got to link over to ABJ Radio and TV in Grand Bassa County. Thank you very much. You see how the opportunity coming? I text you and Afrikaners the other day, but you said I should call you. I think I sent my number to you too. So thank you very much. You see the opportunity is coming, my people. Everybody is getting involved. Everybody. Yep. Man, you look, why the women are smart? You look at the thing they get just said. Look at the thing and Kofa just said. Look at the thing Kofa just said. Isa Kofa. All champions were once a rookie. That's the fact. That's the fact. It almost you're saying that a principal was a student. So student cannot just play on a principal because I was there before. And before you became a champion, I will call you back right now because I'm on the line. Yeah, I'll soon be done. So you see, so a champion was once a rookie, and that's the fact. Yep, yep. And this is in the fact is that this is a wire earphone, but it's not from here. It's not from the problem with the audio is from back home there in Liberia, and then with the something. But listen, I'm open to everything, anything that you can do to improve it. Trust me, I'm willing to work with anybody. Anybody, yeah. Madeline, my only sister, because the city is dirty. Yes, the city, you will clean that city. We will clean that city. Madeline, you know you're my biggest ally, eh? Generally, you will need a hardwired microphone. Libera signal is poor for cordless microphone. Yeah, and for back home or whatsoever, but let me know. But I got the one I using now is not cordless. It's I using wire microphone. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, wow. On point. Thank you, Go. The city is dead. Oh, Madeline. We want change for a better Liberia. Leadership is love. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, sweetheart, from all the way Liberia, ERW. Yasini. Yep. Sis Gwen. Thank you, ma. Thank you for your support. Oh yes, last next show was good, and I will bring him on tonight, and he will be on with me next week for Liberia. So I will bring Anthony on tonight, and we're going to fire up. I can just allow him to talk. When he tired, I take it from there. So you know when you get two drivers driving a truck, now how we doing it? Use fire up, boy. You see, the purpose of this show is to promote Mr. Cummings. Once in a while, you will hear us talking about something that everybody want to listen to, but we're not going to waste our time. I'm not going to do an investigation to say who killed XYZ, but we against it, we will condemn it. But our purpose here is to sell Mr. Cummings. That is our responsibility. So the entire show, what?
Are you going to the show today or no? Huh? No.
What's that?
Huh?
What show?
The musical.
Jack, close my door.
Yes or no?
No, yes. Okay, my daughter says she acting, so I gotta go see her acting. But anyway, don't worry. So you see, that is a responsibility show. ANC VP President Mr. Ability will help Mr. Cummings to change Liberia. Listen, no matter whoever, one thing I know when we get ANC and Liberty Party, one of them will be vice president and president. You know, somebody asked me the question the other day. Oh, don't you think Mr. Cummings should carry a woman? And I know women don't feel bad. And what I said, no. And two, I don't care who Mr. Cummings carry as his VP. And I will have no problem to see a Muslim man. I will have no problem to see a Mandingo man. They are Liberians. But when they talk about the women, and I said no, my reason was it won't be a history. If any man want to carry a woman, fine. But I would love to see women more than 60% in government, in the administrative position. Let's try something. Because we have broken the record where we have woman president, we also got a woman VP. So it's not a record anymore. Maybe the only record we get one day if we see a woman as the defense minister, when we get a woman as chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff or Chief of Staff as woman. So then we'll say, okay, we're getting somewhere. But if a man want to carry a woman, son, it's good. If anybody want to carry a Manigo man is a citizen of Liberia. They are very important people. In fact, they are more united than anybody. I'm not a Manigo man, but I'll be honest with you. They are united. They might not be 100%, they might divide themselves, but the majority of them will be on one side. I would not have a problem any day if who want to carry a Manigo man or a Manigo man president of Liberia. I will not be, it will not be a problem for us. Seriously. So get it to your back of your head. The jobs, the collaboration, they want on the elected post, they will look for people. But one thing I will tell you, if you have Mr. Cummings as the head and Liberty Party coming with the Liberty Party say, okay, we'll recommend somebody for finance minister. One thing I will tell you, that person must be qualified to do the job because whatever happened will be on the president. So, and then it's easy for Mr. Cummings. You know what make it easy? Mr. Cummings is not afraid to employ other people. Mr. Cummings was not afraid to even bring Moriah in at the time she was from UP. Mr. Cummings was not afraid to bring in Alva Toba from CDC. And he never told them to change. They did it on their own. So, whether you can bring a Mandingo mayor, you can bring a Muslim mayor, you can bring whosoever, getting a job will based on his qualification and his performance to stay on that job. So, Liberian, Musa Beleteo, the Musa Cummings team, the Musa John Brown team, the Cummings and Yagbabulo team, the Cummings and Sarah team, the Cummings and Manjua team, that collaboration and that coordination and that love and workmanship should be done between Mr. Cummings and his vice president. Seriously. Liberia first. It is time we get rid of everything and push it back. President Weah go to the mosques and pray. President Weah, he still identified with the Muslim. Is that a problem? You want their support and you don't want them? Hey, come on, man. Come on. I will not go against any team that Mr. Cummings want to carry. Because I know Mr. Cummings will say that. I will not hesitate to support the team of Alexander Cummings and the ability. Alexander Cummings and Manjua. Alexander Cummings and Mr. Kishen. Mr. Alexander Cummings and even Moriah. Alexander Cummings and even, but let Alexander Cummings be at the top. Because I trust Alexander Cummings to make the decision. I will not hesitate to protect, to support Alexander Cummings and who else again? My friend Prince Williams. I will not hesitate to support Mr. Alexander Cummings and then Stanton Waterspoon go as VP. I will not hesitate. Anybody Mr. Cummings carry as VP is something Mr. Cummings would decide on and say, yes, I can work with this person. Because I know the individual. I don't have to get a rocket scientist degree to know if Mr. Cummings know how to think. So, Liberian people, that is not a problem. That is not what we need to worry about. And they will want to play their Christian and Muslim games. They will bring it up. When they bring it up, you snap it in the butt. If they bring it up to you and they want to play it, you push it right back to them. If CDC want to play it, you push it back to them. Every Liberian citizen has the right to serve. It is their right. But it is a privilege. Everybody in Liberia corrupt. You can let Mr. Cummings a clean man. We putting crime on him just to say he corrupt. So anybody you bring up, they corrupt. You can go right now. Even Mr. Cummings can go and look for somebody else and look for Barack Obama. We say Barack Obama corrupt. When he go to Liberia to contest, we say Barack Obama corrupt. We will find something say that man damn corrupt. You say he can wear his shoe? Yeah. How can we hold somebody corrupt? And we in CPP, we said we want a unified CPP. We want a strong CPP. Nobody should break it apart. Then your verse and say, Mr. Cummings put something there that's stopping you from going. Hey God. Liberian people, we better. If for true that Mr. Cummings put it, that Mr. Cummings is too smart, because Liberian people, they can't learn. Liberian people go to disappoint people, especially the politics. They did it during 19 and they did it 97, 96, 97. When they went to the conference center, back on Matthew, United Party, all the political parties, when they got there to put an alliance together, because Clinton Wallace won the alliance, every one of them broke away. Back on Matthew, the first man to break away. That means Clinton Wallace not fit to be president. Then Tipotep followed. Every one of them broke away. That is the same thing. So we got history of not uniting. We don't unite together. So tell me, if we're really looking for CPP stronghold, don't you know that when we're putting CPP together, they try that nonsense first to say, where this party come from. Mr. Coming student said, listen, if that's what you want, then I don't need to be part of it. Fight, you took second and third and fourth. Lose is lose. Everybody lost the election. Only Joshua won. Eh? Then you don't want to go to primary. You don't want to have the consensus building. You don't want to have the VPS. What is that? Then you turn around and lie. And the lawyers, for God's sake, the lawyers. You know, I'm asking people, if it is possible that we can sue, if a Liberian can sue the lawyers, because the lawyers need to be patriots. The lawyers that did this work, they need to do justice to Liberian people and come out and nip it in the butt. Seriously. The Kofi Wood, the Benedict, every one of them work for UP. Every one of them were UP members. Now, it's not that they don't know, but they don't want to come out. Do you know what it means when they say, listen, let me read this to you. Let me read this to you. Maybe we don't understand English. Maybe I can't understand English. But let me read this. I don't know if I can still find itself. Because the lawyers put something in that document that most of us refuse to follow. That we refuse to follow. Okay, the observation thing. Okay, in that letter, I think it was on page on number 7, when the lawyer said, we did constructive, we make changes and construction. I think what he said, something he said. I don't want to miss it. In that part, they said we're not going to get involved. After they politicize the whole thing, then they want them to break the tie. They're not going to do it. But they're not treating us right. They're not doing justice to us. They need to come out and say, listen, this is what we did. We did so thing. Why they can't come out and say it? Eh? Why? Kofi Woods, Bernard Sano, Finlay, all the guys, why they're not coming up to say the truth? Nothing was changed in that document. Nothing was changed. When you go on to Spoon and Mo Ali said, I carry signing sheet around. Then a few days ago, Mo Ali said, I carry 5 copies. Who the hell? Why are you giving different information? Why Liberians can't believe people? Why you can't do? Why you people continue to do this. Today's Mr. Cummings, it will be you tomorrow. Especially you live in America here. Because of politics. Because of politics. And Tanu Jala, the only person you don't believe is Joseph Newcomb Boaka. The only politician that is truthful is Mr. Cummings. You don't believe Mr. Boaka, but I believe Mr. Cummings. What Mr. Cummings said 2017, he still saying it today. Because Mr. Cummings is difficult to deal with in the eyes of the corrupt politician, that is why he into problem. And he still stands his ground. No human being as a whole is truthful. No human being. So Tanu, you're my friend, but don't ask that kind of question, my brother. Don't ask that question. Politicians are human beings. So that's why they tell you no one is perfect. No, you cannot find a perfect human being. All these politicians are just men with flaws. They all got problems. But what do you look for in a politician? It's honesty. In any human being life, it's honesty. A man who try his best to be honest. Ain't mean that he can make mistakes. Ain't mean that he's so perfect. No. He will say some things. He will make some decisions that you will not like. He will favor somebody tomorrow. But at the same time, he's honest. You see? So if you say because you had an accident and you can't get in an ambulance, or because you saw the snake biting you, so when you see water, you will run away, then life will not go nowhere, my brother. Life, the entire thing we do is, that's it. You get bad politician today, you might get good one tomorrow. You get good one today, tomorrow you might get bad ones. Even in the Librarian Association, they do the same thing. So this is not an excuse for not to look for good librarians. That is why they got government. Whether we like it or not, government job will be there. Whether we like it or not, there will be elections. People will contest. And whether we like it or not, corrupt one will contest too. And you know, how are you, Taylor? Yeah. So don't allow all these things to really bother you. I agree. Because of some of the corrupt attitudes, the corrupt politicians, that is why. And you can see, you can know who's that. But they try, yeah, Liberian, we know how to turn things around. They got this man who refused to leave the CPP. But the people who live in the CPP said they're not the problem. The man who refused said, I'm not going nowhere. But the other people going, they said, that man are the problem, so are going. That means you're a coward. You refuse to stay in and fix it. The man said, I'm not going nowhere. Instead of you sitting there to fix it, you say you're going because the man did this. What he did. We all say we wanted to be strong. We want a strong CPP. If you got an exit clause that say you cannot go nowhere if you decide to leave, then you vex? Me, my boy, y'all tell me the thing here. Okay, let's agree. Let's agree. Let's play the devil advocate. Mr. Cummings put it there. Let's play the devil advocate. He put it there. But you've been telling us that the CPP will hold. Nobody will leave. Mr. Ure said it at the Liberty Party. If anybody leave the CPP, hold them responsible. This is a living document and will not go nowhere. Any one of us that try it to leave, hold us responsible. I will find a tape. I will find a tape. Hold us responsible. But he was the first to leave. For what reason? He said they put something in a document that's stopping him from leaving. Man, Jesus Christ, God help us, oh, God help us. God, you get patient, oh. I think I got to take a trip to the woman. The woman get patient. Bernard Ure not supposed to be standing by this time. God's supposed to give Bernard Ure a dirty slap and tell him, say you forget. You know, if God could be slapping us, there will be a lot of disgrace in the town. God's supposed to give you a dirty slap and play the video for you. Where? Isn't that what you just said again? Seriously. Bernard Ure. And don't you know they got 4 parties. The delegates from the committee members from Unity, from Liberty and ALP. That was their suggestion. I'm sweat to my mind. Mr. Cummings said, word of it. To my living God, Mr. Cummings knew all the thing, but man, he's so intelligent. That thing was put in there because of Alexander Cummings. They believe that when Alexander Cummings do not win the nomination, he will leave. The ANC people will go on their own. So they tried to tie him, but they turned it around. They said that Alexander Cummings' recommendation. Alexander's number one recommendation was the VPS. That's it. Bernard Ure, members of his committee from his side, they recommended that no one should leave until after 2023. That is why Bernard Ure was brave enough to rub it in the face of Mr. Cummings, say, I will support Mr. Boaka. Then you expect to go for consensus building when two of you already say you're supporting this other man. And the law said, the rules, that we all must agree. So right there, Mr. Cummings was not even going to agree to it. Y'all will go there and have the consensus bill, and Mr. Cummings will say, no, I'm running. That means it failed. Then we go to the VPS. The VPS is the one Mr. Cummings was looking at. If he cannot win the VPS, it makes no sense to even win the primary, because that means they will not vote for you. They refuse because they have something on their sleeves. Because they know they couldn't have won it because they ain't go nowhere to campaign. So Mr. Ure was the number one person who pushed it aside. And all this time, Belete was the one representing Yombly. Belete was not even the chairman, but Belete was representing Yombly on all the meetings they went to. Because she was running on her campaign and doing this, Belete was in there doing everything. You see how the wicked? The same thing they put and they say, original document. And my people, don't let Liberian people lie, Liberian politicians. Let me tell you, whenever a document, the document was not signed in person. Why you disagree that when you notarizing something, you must sign in front of the notary, the person who doing it, notarizing, you must sign in front of them. Why didn't do it? All of them in a text from Mr. Cummings. Thank you, Mr. Cummings. Oh, good job. Thank you, Mr. Cummings. That the text, the Solicitor General push away. The text, what I meant was begging them. Oh, time. We got to register. We got to do this. Tomorrow, got to register. They start delaying. Then Mr. Cummings put the document on his arm and went to register the people. Mr. Cummings never played with this document. So why we got to say that? Why you think that they should sue him? If you want to sue the chairman for ANC, fine. Or the Secretary General, fine. But you suing a man who, I think one of the biggest mistakes they made in the entire CPP was to allow the damn political leader then to lead. They were not supposed to allow them to lead. They was not. So they think they were all that. And when Liberian people noticed that CPP was strong, Liberian people noticed that CPP was strong under the leadership of Alexander Cummings. When Alexander Cummings won the by-election, that's when they knew that CPP was strong. But no, they were waiting. They may not make news for himself. We got to bring him down. They may not make news for himself. We got to bring him down. They may ready he'll be speaking. He ready he'll be doing this. You get Yombly who says she's supporting Boaka. Belete say I'm supporting Yombly, and Mr. Cummings the verse. The verse, what kind of wickedness is that? Delon, Sango, all the people say they're supporting Boaka. Belete say I'm supporting Mr. Cummings, your verse. Who gave you the right to think that I'm not supposed to? The paper said, the framework said I can go there and talk to anybody. And don't you know that I still got a right to take member from your party? It's not, according to the law, we stay operating separately, but under the roof, we go by the rules. There's nothing in there say your party can join my party. There's nothing in there say your member can join my party. I got a right to go to CDC and take any members. I got a right to go to Liberty Party and take members. CDC and NPP. People from NPP going to CDC. Come on, Liberian people, man. Then you sit there and allow stupid people to brainwash you. Oh, Mr. Cummings brought division in the Liberty Party. And Yombly said, don't go to my head office. Who the hell is a political leader to tell me not to go when you are not even in the country? Who are you? I don't know about the program. Party to party, we're collaborating. What make you think that I would not go there because you say don't go there? You are not in the country the first thing. You were out of the country. Your own constitution says that when you're out of the country, the chairman is the acting political leader. They allow us. We negotiated with them. Cummings don't know anything about it. Party to party, chairman to chairman. We won't use your place because your place big. Then you say, when I use it, after we finish planning everything, we should just don't use it. Y'all move from here, man. But you are taking the Liberty Party to give it to Mr. Boaka. You are taking Liberty Party to give it to Boaka. The same people were fighting Bromsky. She insulted Bromsky. Every one of them were undermining Bromsky. What she did, she voted for George Weah. They won't say, and Mr. Cummings divided Liberty Party. Shame on any damn person said that thing. Liberty Party supported George Weah. Some of them supported Mr. Boaka. In our ability coming to Liberty Party dead. If they're not the CPP holding Liberty Party and UP, they're dead by this time. You can pay your dues. You can pay the party dues. You can pay your own dues. Man, just stop it, man. Don't mind them. You supporting Mr. Boaka, the other man support Mr. Cummings, your verse. Ure went into UP. Ure said, oh, the whole UP, Liberty, ALP supporting. We invest. We stay there. Y'all hate this man so much. But you know why he will not succeed? Because his money, his hard-earned working money is in your damn gut. He supported you financially, Yombly. He supported Dillon financially. He supported Taylor Ure financially and risks his life to go in and looking down there. Even her own father never went there. He supported every one of them financially in the election. Then you want to turn around and backstab him. The man worked for his money hard, and I know corrupt money, and not government money. But because he's so clean and honest, you want to tell him he finger document, he finger you. You the one he finger. You the one that he finger. You. Since because you're used to finger. Play with document. That you're the one he finger. We thought you were smart people. You think Liberians will remain stupid through all their life? You go on national radio. Nobody will leave the CPP. Anybody leave the CPP or who are responsible, you're the first to leave the CPP. Mr. Cummings went and changed the document. There was no exit clause. What? Okay, no exit clause. But why you want no exit clause in it? Why you want to run air? Why you can't go to the primary? Oh, Mr. We want black voting. Damn fool. You want black voting where? You not do black voting like before? Imagine all the four parties get candidate, they will do black voting. Let me ask you. The four candidates, the four party put up candidate, and we all want black voting. Will anybody win? Okay, forget about black voting. If the four parties were going to pull up candidate, what was going to happen? I'm supposed to take people from you. The framework said that the delegates do not represent a party when they get at that conference. They represent the CPP. They will make the decision. And how they make the decision? The VPS was going to help them. So if Mr. Boaka was going to win a VPS, his chances of winning was great. If Mr. Cummings, look, The only time you will accept the primary results when the VPS star maybe 59 and 50.0 or maybe 49.99. Everybody just so close. Then you saw the VP at the convention. If I win, fine. But let's say Mr. Barker went through the VPS and he won with 50 and 60% of the vote. Do you think Mr. Cummings would really want to go and win primary just because he won it? No. Why Mr. Cummings can go as VP for what? Why he should go? Mr. Cummings not looking for a job. Mr. Cummings want to serve. And Mr. Cummings got a lot to lose to go as VP or senator or representative. Why you should start from the bottom? Mr. Cummings don't want to sit in the legislature for 10 years. You see Barack Obama? Barack Obama started as senator and whatsoever because of what he did. When he went as a senator, he took 2 years president because he thought he could make a change too. And that's what he did. He left his legacy there. And for you to make a change in Liberia, president is where you can make the change, not even in senator. And it's up to you that if you cannot make it, why you're in Dr. Kiase or why you're in Tier 1 Gonglo to go run for senator for Nimba County. Like Brentford, you people are so, you can always do things the wrong way. Why you're in telling Tier 1 Gonglo to go run for senator in Nimba County? Or because he was a lawyer. He was a labor minister. What is the difference? Is there anything changed in our labor law? Is there anything that changed in our labor law? Why you're in Dr. Kiase say you just come in. Why you can't go run for senator for Magibi or Lofa County? Because you just come in. You guys are wicked people. You think because George Weah went as senator, George Weah's senatorial race is just a giveaway, the same way we gave him the presidency. And there's nothing you can show what he did as a senator. Nothing. Oh, let Mr. Cummings come from this time as soon as a young boy. As if that young boy or man who worked throughout his life, the youngest African or Liberian, 36 years old, vice president for Pittsburgh Food Company, before going to Coca-Cola, retired, dealt with people, dealt with a budget that triple your budget. Then you say he ain't qualified. He ain't qualified. Corporate position is different from Liberian, but why we backward like this? So you went to school, you got your law degree. Is there anything on your law degree saying that, my man, you can only work with the government or you got to work with private company? Because they may work with private company. So the men who work with government got more experience than men who work with private. Stop it, man. You're stopping. This thing is not no rocket scientist. You're stop acting like a dummy. You got your engineering degree. You got the right to go to public works. You got the right to go to St. Joseph Construction Company. Yeah. If you want to know a leader, look at his life. Look at how he carried himself. Look at his achievement in his life. Liberians, we gotta double up. We gotta do better than that. We gotta do better than that. We gotta do better than that, please, people. We gotta do better than that. If we want to see Liberia, we need to act smart. We don't need to start talking all kinds of nonsense. We don't need to be saying all kinds of nonsense. Oh, They may work in government for 12 years, so he got more experience. It's a lie. It almost like public schools and private schools. You go to the public school, they tell you say make 70, yeah. You go to the private school, they say you can make 80, you fail. Who you think strong? You work in the private sector, they tell you say, listen, we need 100% from you. We need no 50 plus 1. In the private sector, they don't in a public sector government job, they don't fire you easily once you cause no trouble. Just try your best and do what you can do. They will keep you. Liberians, it's hard. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Change is in the air. They will. Some people say why Mr. Cummings can talk about prosecuting people. Yes, that's why ANC need to give him the chance as his VP. My people, vice president position is nothing that people run from. Mr. Billite never said that people start to play the politics, but I will be honest with you, Billite qualified to run for president self. I will be honest with you. It's the people that will make the decision. And he can be a good vice president. But they got that relationship got to be between he and Mr. Cummings. They got to understand each other to know it is because they're not going there as opposition towards each other. No. You know. No, my man, Joshua, the way you're saying it, that is why you ANC folks need to give Mr. Ability the chance to serve as VP to Mr. Cummings. Joshua Smith, don't not put it on. We're not the one going to make the decision, my brother. There is between the ANC, the Liberty Party, the Mr. Cummings, the Ability. I agree. Some people making that assumption, some people saying they're talking about the Muslim, they're talking about Mandingo and whatsoever, that the people that don't have sense. But don't just say, oh, the ANC folks. We can tell Mr. Cummings what to do. Some people will say, but listen, we are 100% in collaboration. By default, if no other person show up, one of them will be the front runner. Yeah, one of them. Yep. Liberia must be one of us, yeah. Trust me, that Liberian people they will see it. It is coming. Thank you, man. Yep. Listen, people overlook that man, but Mr. Cummings, he's a patient guy. Very patient. Very patient. Very, very patient. He's never moved by the noise in the market. He never moved by the noise in the market. Si o le 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 o, ba mu ba o. Si o le le o, elle is coming. Si o le o, elle is coming o. Si o le o, elle is coming. Si o 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 o, ba mu ba o. Si o o, elle is coming. Trust me, we'll audit them. Okay, Samson say, but you supposed to be protesting. Where in front of your house? You that took casket, you that took a painting and put all kind of thing on it, you're cussing Ellen all in the street. You carry casket for whole day. Then you worry about other people protesting. Are you really serious looking at yourself? uh, Please go and block the 14 military hospital junction and prevent the entrance of the soldier. The hate, envy, jealousy, disgruntledness, frustration, and what? Tormentous traumatization and a SAT since 2017 will trouble many of you. So you see, you think we will do what you did. You think we're supposed to carry casket on our heads. You think we will do the same thing that you did to these people. You protested, you had over 60 some more protests on Ellen Johnson. You insulted her, you threatened to overthrow her, you call her names, and today you got the audacity to talk about protests. You get the audacity then to come out and talk about jealousy and talk about envious, you talk about disgruntled. You might be very stupid, Samuel Sam. Rose Rosa, now the only sedition get a friend of me. When Mr. President going to become president, he will go after all the bunch of criminals. Don't worry. Yes, they are. They ain't got nothing to think about. You get. Thank you. See you later. I'm telling you, next week it will be good, my people. Next week it will be good.
My kid's name is Mommy. And then he's saying I need to go to his house, Mommy. Siri, there's that kid in the bus. Sears and that name in the bus stop name is Mariana. He's telling me to go to his house. Okay.
Now, which house they say you must go to?
To Mariano's house. There's a kid in the bus.
That's true, guys. And let us be. I agree with Rebecca. I think it is time that we allow it. Let people say what they want to say. We shouldn't go after them. And I might be hard sometimes, but I think you are right. We should not go after people. We can contribute by text. The phone calls are a waste of time. Keep preaching the doctrine. This is so great. Thank you, General. We have to make Mr. Cummings' message to Liberian people. Yep. Thank you, Miara. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tanu Jala, he said the politicians filing ABC are corrupt, and the one that filing Joseph Boaga, they are more corrupt. That's a good thing, Jala, because you see, Jala, you just said you don't trust no politician in Liberia, but you said you telling me now the people who follow Mr. Cummings they are corrupt. Okay, that's your view. Who is Ben Ayure? Ben Ayure going to be the VP for Mr. Boaga? That one is a zero case for him. Bena Ure, who will never ever step foot on the soil of America because we will arrest him for criminal activities. Mr. Bwaga got more corrupt people around him. You know what I'm saying? We know them, including Mr. Bwaga himself. Ask yourself, let me leave this question with you before I take you off the screen. Ask yourself, when Bwaga was vice president, why he never convinced Ellen to fix the road going to Lofa County? Ask yourself this question. When mental steel were giving the pickups to all the representatives and senators, how much you think they gave, what they gave to Bwaga and Ellen Johnson? Answer that question. Ask yourself that question. That puppy damn corrupt. Yeah? That puppy is corrupt. Yeah, thank you. You're right, man. You're right. But everybody, a lot of people know where he live anyway. I'm trying to get him. We're doing it, man. We're working on it. We're trying to put everything to get different tribes on the radio. Yeah, a lot of good ideas. Yep, it will get better. River says pro. I mean, you can see my number there. You want to call, you call. But you must not arguing about joy. We are here, please. River says pro. I like it. He said I'm 50%. We are 50% comics. That's true. He lie. 50% pro, 50% comics. I'm waiting for it, my brother. I'm waiting for that. I am waiting for the invitation. River said, proceed. Listen, man, you can divide or sell it out. Just go to CDC. No, River said, just come to ANC. Yeah. Why you sending me to CDC? Eh? No, River said, I want you in the middle. I want you to come to CDC. Yep. I want you to come to CDC. Nothing for JB. River said, pro. Now even want to see JB face. Zero. I told you, zero. You get it almost zero. Okay. Jimmy Pepe, son. GMB all the way. You know, I love the way this one say, listen to him. Cummings has zero chance of winning any election. Cummings got zero chance to show that you are saying you just want to be on the you just want to be on the show. Let me just take you off one time because you make no sense. Even if you're smart enough, you're going to say Mr. Cummings can't win or Mr. Cummings' chances of winning is slim. And, you know, you say something for people to listen to you. Okay, Jala said we're acting like a fool now. I think if you maybe you gotta leave this platform. If that's what you want, I can take it off easily, or you can delete yourself. We acting like fool, but in reality, if you think we're acting like fool, all the good things that we're saying, it will sound like foolishness in your ear, my brother. Jala, it will sound like foolishness in your ear because your seeing and your hearing, it is a problem. So there's nothing, the only thing that sounds good in your ear is Joseph Newman Bwaga name. You know what I'm saying? So for now, we will be acting like a fool to play with, we'll act like a fool to get sense. So we get it from you. Okay, you say that loud. Don't talk for the man. So I don't know what you're talking. I know. Costa is the first man who is not guilty but accept a pardon. Yeah, Costa took his, they pardoned him. The justice minister issued the thing. they will have to organize new party. That's the fact. They will organize new party, whether they like it or not. Just send me his number so I can send him some credit. No, Nancy, don't worry about Jala. I will share that one with him. I will deal with the data. I told Jala already that nobody going to send money to him right now because I know about that data business. Yeah, ain't gonna know and finish. Instead of giving him the data, but you can go on. I'm just saying that you can go on his messenger and but I will send you his number. Yeah, I will send his number to you. Can I keep doing the same thing and expect different results? Brother, I look at the cash app. I don't see your name on it. I don't see your name on that cash app because are you the one we're supposed to get it from there? This is a cash app information, the same Zelle. You can go to Zelle, you can go to cash app, and let me see if anybody put something in Zelle. Sir. Hello? Zakwidi? What's going on? Nothing much. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. No problem. And it's a lot coming, man. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Take care, man. Okay. Mm. Good G's. I know you like the cheese and you like the sugar in the tea, cocoa and the coffee. You get big. Okay, let me see what CEO lady say. He say, you man, you can general, you can walk a fine line. Me, I cannot even walk. We do not want ability. Man, CEO lady, man, CEO lele oh, ba mu ba oh. That is the fact. They're not honest enough to speak the truth. Liberians, some of them are not honest enough because they're trying to play this politics. They don't want to get involved. Yeah. But hey, time will tell. If you ever injected truth into politics, you have no politics. However, lies are the bloodline of politics. Liberian people, please put this in your head. Entitlement syndrome, that's what they get. Wicked bunch of people. I'm telling you. What do you want? Exit clause. You were not to leave. I'm telling you, it's so funny. They cry for exit clause. Then you say you won't be strong. You don't want to go no. Yeah, they were on mission. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I love you guys. Y'all take it easy. And let me just leave you with the comments. And okay, y'all take care, yeah? I love you all. Bye for now. This is Munel Kishen. I might see you tonight. We might come on tonight and I will bring Anthony on for us to talk a little bit.
Not in the business, you catching fever. Getting serious like empty river. Ain't no stopping by the